Moved here to Florida, the power goes out quite a bit. We're close to the water, and that could be you at home. And it doesn't have to be, you know, like a hurricane or a tornado. It could even be just a bad thunderstorm, or it could be the little squirrel that decided to start chomping down on things and you lose power. To have peace of mind, I had to get me an EcoFlow. I have not only one, and I have two. And if you have not heard of this brand, it is our #1 portable power brand. And it's the #1 brand here at HSN when you're looking for an electric generator. And it's also the #1 power station brand in the United States of America. And we've been celebrating 6 years of having EcoFlow. What you'll love about this offer is this EcoFlow, it lasts longer. It has a built-in battery system that's brand new, so this is our newest version. It also charges faster, and it's lighter, and it charges 90% of your appliances. So some of the EcoFlows that we sell only do about 80%. So I really love this deal for you because it offers peace of mind. You have a couple of choices that you can get the Delta 2 EcoFlow with the solar panel or without the solar panel. Now, I have it with the solar panel because the solar panel, on its own, we usually sell them like for $400 just alone, just for the solar panel. But look at everything that it's going to charge, everything that you need when the power goes out. Charging your refrigerator, charging your TV, charging the fans, the microwave, the coffee maker, the computer, 90% of appliances. So this is very, very powerful. And what we're doing today, if you want to get just the EcoFlow Delta 2 without the solar panel, it is 50% off. It's $499.99. And normally this is $1,000. So it is 50% off because let's just call it 500 bucks. Now, if you're getting the EcoFlow Delta 2 and you want to include the solar panel, which is going to be charged up by the sun, I highly suggest that you do it. We also give you the power strip. This also is 55% off. So it's normally $599. And what we have it for is $599, and it's normally $1,430. But you're not spending $1,430. You're not spending $1,430 today. So I can't say enough. When you can say either 50% or 55% off, it's a pretty good deal. When you talk about peace of mind, and we just went through Hurricane Helene, you probably heard about it. And what I loved is I had two. So my friend who just moved here to Florida, she's like, what do I need, girl, when I moved to Florida? I was like, you've got to get EcoFlow. So they had one, we had two. I actually took her our second one because we actually went to a hotel because I wanted to be part of the HSN team to help open up the campus as soon as possible. So I moved to a hotel, but I brought my EcoFlow with me. And guess what? The hotel lost power for 2 hours. But my husband was able to have his CPAP. He needed, if you need to have a medical device, this is a no-brainer for you. And he needed to continue to work, so we had it at the hotel. So I want to bring in Justin Hyatt because he knows how much this is dear to my heart. I just swear by it. I was glad I had two to be able to give one to my friend and her husband because they stayed at their house. Yeah. And I said, and we'll take one, and we're going to the hotel. And then the power went out at the hotel. I mean, you don't want to feel helpless. And this allows you to basically 90% of your appliances to charge them up. Yeah. I can't say enough. I don't know how often we've had it 50% off and 55% off the second model. Go for it. Because let me just say one more thing, and I'm going to give it to you, Justin, but I'm very, very passionate about this. So not only is it 50% off, you can pay this out over 12 months. So say you get the $500 one, that is the one without the solar panel. You can spread your payments out over 12 months, VIP financing. It's just $41.66 to have an electric generator. Right, no gas, no fumes. Now, if you want to up the ante and get the Delta with the solar panel and the power strip, you can spread your payments out over 18 months. And that's why I say go big or go home. And it's only $33.33. That's it. On VIP financing, which means you're using your HSN card. You have until January the 31st. And guess what? You need it because if you're in Hurricane Alley like we are, we're still in hurricane season. We're preparing for another one. Justin, I know you're getting ready and I'm getting ready. Yeah. But I feel good because I know that I have EcoFlow. And that's what it does for you, gives you that peace of mind. This is my brand ambassador, and I love Justin because, you know, he's got one for his grandmother, and you have them at home. I share them with my friend. You want your loved ones to be safe and have peace of mind. I can tell why you're the #1 brand in the United States right now for electric generators.
Well, it's the lifeline. It is about having true reliable power, but from a true reliable source and a reliable brand. We're the #1 power brand here at HSN. Beyond that, we're the #1 power station and solar generator brand in the United States. We're now global in over 111 different countries with 3 million individual customers. There's a reason why you become #1. It's because you do it best. We have a great way of doing that. But we also have a great relationship that we built here at HSN. So I was listening to you and you're saying, well, it's 50 and 55% off. It's not 50% off and something that's $100.
Right.
Right? I mean, that's why you shop here. That's why we've built such an unbelievable relationship. What you're looking at is the Delta 2. This is not old technology. This is new technology. 2, hence being the latest iteration of our #1 flagship model. So what made it so kind of that middle point of that perfect sweet spot? It was the size. The size of it was, well, we wanted to be able to power as much as we possibly could, but something that was still manageable. This is the second iteration. It is a faster recharge than the original. This will charge in just under an hour from 0 to 80% in 50 minutes. That's not twice as fast as the competition, not even 3 times. That's 7 times faster than the competition. This is also lighter weight than the predecessor. This weighs 28 pounds. The original model weighed a little over 30 pounds, closer to 40 pounds. This will also last longer. When we talk about electric vehicles, we talk about them because that's the new wave of the future,
Sure.
is it not? I mean, that's how we travel nowadays. And so many of us are saying, well, it's an easier option for me because it eliminates a lot of the things that we don't like. Gas and all the maintenance that comes with a gas engine. Well, the same idea is with our EcoFlow, meaning that we've now upgraded the battery to be exactly what you would find in a Tesla vehicle. So what does that mean? It's called LFP. In our original power stations, you got roughly about 300 life cycles. What's a life cycle? And yeah, I know we were talking about this. You know, I don't know I don't understand. You know, what is a life cycle? Anytime your battery dies in your phone, you recharge it, that's 1 life cycle. There's a limited number of life cycles on any battery. On our original one, you had roughly 300. On this, you have 3,000 life cycles, meaning if you were to have this at home and deplete and recharge it once a day, it would take you 10 years before the battery didn't charge all the way from 0 to 100 by about 0 to 80%. 10 years before you had that happen, which is why it's not a 2-year warranty on this. It's not a 3-year warranty. It's a 5-year warranty backing all of our brand new EcoFlow power stations. What's the best part about having one outside of all of that is that it's easy and it's simple. You know, one of the things that Debbie and I aren't worrying about, getting prepared for power. And one of the things that also means is even if I had a gas generator, I don't need to go and wait in literally hour-long lines right now for gasoline. All I need to do
Press
press one button. It's like having a computer. And in fact, it really is. This has a true battery management system built in, so it is extremely safe to use. It won't overcharge. It won't overheat. So what you're seeing now is the simplicity of how to use it, but now knowing that it's not only easy, but I can use it inside my home. Because when these things happen, the storms, the things that are out of our control, we can control those certain things, which is what? Being prepared. So often what I'll do is I'll ask you right now, and obviously in the wake of Helene and really kind of staring at what we have coming at us right now, which is Milton, what is your plan? Do you have a plan? Can you do what I'm about to do right now? It's just press another button, which turns on my AC outlets. In just a few seconds, everything that I've got plugged in, my light and my fan is gonna turn on. And you know what, again, I'm inside my home. I never had to leave my home, and now I can run 90% of my home appliances inside of my house. I was seeing some horror stories recently when it came to Helene, where people were trying to run their gas generators in their house because it was flooded outside. You cannot do that. Gas generators have to be 20 feet away. This doesn't have to be. You can run it right next to your bed. One of the things I wanted you to see is not only we'd have a light and a fan, but you can now see exactly how long it'll run all of those different appliances for. So now it's telling me right here I can run a light and a fan for 17 or 15 hours at 100%, showing me my wattage right there. If you have LED lights, the lights are gonna stay on for a long time. Knowing that I can stay cool and have a home with has light. You know, these are the creature comforts and simple things that we talk about, because when you don't have them, you realize how important they truly are. One of the things I want to show you now is, I'm going to walk back here. We have a full-size refrigerator. A full-size refrigerator. One of the biggest things that, you know, when we're getting prepared is, well, we need to think about food and water. Well, with food and water, that's one thing and two things that I have to be on my list. But again, power not being on my list, and I'm sure that you've noticed this, it's the time getting prepared for these storms before and then during and even after. Now in just a few seconds, I've got power to a full-size refrigerator. So now I'm not having to worry about how much money I just spent on what? On food, on water, and those are essentials. Food, water, power is essential. It's a lifeline. Again, falling back on what's reliable, a brand that is #1 here at HSN and #1 in the United States to truly power all the things in your life.
You guys, this is everything that it powers up, and it's the refrigerator, it's the television, it's the electric kettle, it's the laptop, the microwave oven, the hair dryer, the coffee maker, the fan. I can't tell you, since I've lived here in Florida for 7 years, it was the first purchase that I bought because all of the hosts here said you need the EcoFlow. And then when my friend moved here 2 years ago, I told her, you've got to get the EcoFlow. I have 2 of them. I have the Delta 2, and I also have the Eco River. The Delta 2 is going to be your most powerful. The Delta 2 is going to last 10 times longer with battery life because it has the newer battery system built in. The Delta 2 is lighter in weight, and it charges faster in 1 hour. So if you want to get this home without the solar panel, I want you to do VIP financing because it's doable. It's doable for you because you're going to spend $41.66 and spread your payments out over 12 months with VIP financing. You're just getting the Delta 2 power station. Now, if you are getting the solar panels, remember, $41 and change is all you're spending without the solar panel. With the solar panel, you're only spending $33.33. And this is more popular. And you know what? I have this one. It's outselling it 15 to 1. You know why? Because normally we sell these solar panels for $400. So the fact that the big kahuna, where you're getting the newly built-in battery system here, we're giving a 5-year warranty instead of a 2-year warranty. You're getting the solar system, you're getting the power strip, you're saving 55% off, and it's actually cheaper to get home. Think about that. You're going bigger, right? Getting the solar panel charged by the sun, and you have the power strip as well. You're going to spend less to get that one home. That's why it's outselling everything 15 to 1. Do not wait, because it's free shipping. We're going to ship this to your door. These storms are going to keep happening. You know what? I happen to have residents without power all over the United States. Just listen to this. California, 12,000 people without power. Pennsylvania, 13,000 people without power. Georgia, 82,000 people without power. They got hit by Hurricane Helene. South Carolina, 8,000 people without power right now. North Carolina, you saw the horrible video, heart-wrenching. They really got hit. 115 people without power. It happens. It's not a matter of, you know, if and when. It's going to happen, right? It's not a matter of if, it's when it's going to happen. It's going to happen. So it could be because of a tornado. It could be because of hurricane. But you're going to be able to make your toast. You're going to be able to brush your teeth. That electric tooth, you know, brush is going to work. You're going to be able to shave. You're going to be able to still eat your food. Most importantly, if you have to get on with life, this allows you to. And you want the EcoFlow because we use it even when it's not in hurricane season, right? You could be an RVer, you could be a camper. We use it because we live close to the water. If we have a thunderstorm, it rains during the rainy season in the summer. My son is 12 years old. I've taught him how to use it. You hit a button. When the TV goes out, this is what you do. It's that simple. So what you have to do is just make a choice of how you want to pay for it. If you don't do VIP financing, again, VIP financing means you're spending either $41 and change to get home without the solar panel, or you're spending $33 with the solar panel and power strip. But if you want to pay it out over 5 months, pay it out over 5 months. But don't miss out. We rarely have the newest technology with Delta 2. And it's the most powerful, and it charges the fastest, and it's 10 times the battery life, and you're getting a 5-year warranty, not a 2-year warranty. When I bought my first one, 2-year warranty. Get it right now. This one is outselling. And Justin, I get so passionate about it because my husband can't go without his CPAP.
Yeah.
So even when we actually gave my friend, when they said, Debbie, we're going to put you in a hotel because I was going to help open up the campus, I took my Delta 2 to my friend because she lived around the corner. And guess what? The power was out in our neighborhood for 5 days. So she already had one, and she had this one. And so she could do her fan, she could do her refrigerator, the microwave. When you have two, you can have one in one room and then one in the bedroom to keep the fans going. It was doable to stay in your house if that's what you want to do. Not everybody can go to a hotel. She was worried that she couldn't bring her big dog, and she just didn't want to, leave. And we've stayed at home. We've been riding out several storms, and we've gone to the hotel. But guess what? When we go to the hotel, we take take one with us, which we did with Hurricane Helene, and we needed it because the power went out at the hotel. You don't know what's going to happen. But it's the peace of mind for me, because the first time I got hit here by a hurricane, which was Hurricane Irma, I said, oh, I will never be without an EcoFlow again, because I didn't have the money to spend $5,000, $10,000 on a generator. We didn't have that when we first moved here. Being just straight up honest, the move was expensive, and I was like, what can we do? Everybody told me to get EcoFlow. It's been a lifesaver.
Well, I was thinking about you even earlier today. I had a presentation. I was thinking about, when you move here, there's a way that you adapt to living in Florida. I'm born and raised in South Florida. I went through Hurricane Andrew as a kid. I've been through my fair share of hurricanes. I get an idea of what life can be like without power for 2 weeks at a time. For a lot of people who are just moving here, you realize, wow, it's usually reactionary. We don't ever want to do that again.
Right.
This is an opportunity to get ahead of it. This is an opportunity to be proactive. And when I say, when's the best time to get prepared? It's now. Time is of the essence. We see what time means.
Sure.
When we talk about this also being an investment that's going to last you 10 years, what does that mean to you? It's not just for the hurricane season, then it's for winter season, and it's all the other times in between, like an insurance policy where it's there for the bad times, but an insurance policy that as you invest in, it's there for the good times. So we talk about time, 10 years. What does that mean? In 10 years, what can happen? What's happened in the past 10 years? What's happened in the past 5? This is going to be with you for a long time for all those different situations. And when we talk about the value, often we see a lot of people who already own EcoFlow come to pick it up again today to get extra ones. So maybe it's upstairs, downstairs. You get to dedicate what you want for these different individual power stations. I want to show you really quickly. I've got a microwave. Can you imagine just saying to yourself right now, without having to go outside, without having any setup for a gas generator, without having to worry about an extension cord inside your home, inside your kitchen, that you're going to be able to use a full-size microwave? And by the way, what I have not done is I have not unplugged my light, I have not unplugged my fan, I have not unplugged my refrigerator, but eventually, at some point in time, the battery's going to reach 0%. And this is what I love. Because when we talk about the benefit to being able to get it with the solar panel and having that option, what that means to you is that you now have the freedom of truly being independent, no matter in any situation. Because what we're seeing, and what I've seen in years past, is one of the hardest things to get? It's gas. We think that, oh, gas will always be ready and available. But availability is the thing that is not really the one thing that we consider until it's not there, until it's not available. Gas, especially being one of those kind of true commodities, it's expensive. It's not always going to be there. When this runs out, what do you have left? Well, now you have the solar panel, meaning that if you're still out of power, and as you've been an experience, Debbie, if it's 2 days, if it's 3 or 5 days, and all of a sudden you think, I've stored 2 gallons, I've stored 5 gallons. Okay, well, what happens if you live in an apartment or condo? You can't even store this. You can't even own a gas generator, which is why when now you have true independence of having your solar panel at 110 watts with your EcoFlow and your Delta 2, you'll be able to recharge your power station with this solar panel. And by the way, we have more solar panels on .com. You can have 400 watts of total solar input into your power station so you can charge it faster. But what that also means is in conjunction of having your solar panels with your EcoFlow, it's a solar generator. So anything I got plugged in, that's free power. Free power. This ain't free. Right. The sun is, and usually the sun comes out after these storms. It's a great time to be able to put your solar panel out. And if you want to go camping and tailgating like my dad does, go and have fun with this. And then know you've invested in something that's for the emergencies. but it's also for the fun things. And there's not a lot of things that exist that you can say that about.
Well, what I love is it charges things so quickly that we even use it on days when there's not a storm, because you can charge up everybody's laptop in the house and the phones and the earbuds, everything. And you guys, you don't want to be stuck like Chuck, as I say, where you just don't have that peace of mind. In my household, we have to have an EcoFlow. My husband uses a CPAP machine, and he has one of those severe cases. And so if you have a loved one or anybody who needs like the breathing machine, get this home, because you never know when the power is going to go out. It may not be because of a hurricane. It may not be because of a tornado. It may not be because, you know, of winds. It could be just the squirrel chomped down, or just they call and text you and say, hey, the power's out. You're going to feel secure. And today you get 50% off, or either 55% off. 55% off on the most requested, and that is the one with the solar panel, okay? So if you want the one with the solar panel, then you want to get that one home, because the one with the solar panel, you also get the power strip. You're going to save 55% off. It's normally $1,400 to get this. In fact, $1,430. But you are 55% off. So it is $32 and change with VIP financing to get this whole system home, where you get the solar panel, you get the power strip, you get Delta 2. We're giving a 5-year warranty. When I bought my first EcoFlow, I got a 2-year warranty. But this is the latest model, where there is a new battery system built in. And what that means is the Delta 2 battery lasts longer. It has 10 times as many life cycles. So use this if you're a camper, a tailgater, if you are an RVer. No gas, you don't have to buy any, no fumes. It's not intimidating. Where did Justin go? Is he, where are you, honey?
I ran away.
Okay, let me come over here, because I was like, I'm gonna come over here. I was like, where is my Justin?
Yeah,
Justin, this really changed everything for me. It changed everything for my best friend. When she moved here, she lost her mom, and I'm a sister to her.
Yeah.
And she and her husband moved here, and they have the EcoFlow, and we were able to give them our Delta, because we were like, we're gonna go to the hotel, we're gonna take our Eco River.
Yeah.
I gave her the most powerful one, because our neighborhood always loses power all year long because we're close to the water.
Yep.
This sustained her.
Well, you know, as you've been talking, you keep talking about how passionate you are. I was thinking passion comes from experience. When you experience something like that, and then you really get to fall back and say, wow, it did what it said, right? That's why it's become so popular. That's why it's become #1, and that's